We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First down, Seattle.
They run it with Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to... got his man complete. The trolley. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A huge play there for Denver. 64 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Block with a quick throw out to Judy. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
56, right there, 56. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Justin Hopkins.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and his throw is incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Myers' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Throwing again. Block. Flushed out right. He'll fire one. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Right there, 54.
Locke will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Locke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister.
Wilson's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Wilson on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Broncos 7, Seahawks 6.
On 1st down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
Now Wilson on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
The score, Seahawks 13, Broncos 7. Michael
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on second and long. Lock. He'll fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 91 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also show that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
Uh-huh. That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Well, the defender likes it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Pass complete to Chris Carson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Lock. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll find Lindsey here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 11.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and 8. Block working out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 54 Mike. Let's go.
From the gun, Lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
61. Matchbox.
One more time with Lindsey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And this time he is in. Yes. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Andrew Billings. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Harris. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They're running it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Judy. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Seahawks first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Lock. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 29 yards. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Broncos 28.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The ball comes out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. I got you.
Now lock again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally gets tight, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Seahawks 20. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the Broncos' 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Wilson on the
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yours.
And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st down, Lindsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lock going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he stopped immediately there. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
No gain.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Right there. 54. Right there.
To throw it is Lock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there.
See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Seahawks 33. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, Lindsey. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another run by Lindsey, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle it? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Draymond Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. the play fake. Here's Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.